Welcome to Political Campaign Communication, everyone. My name is Michael Lee. I've been teaching at the College of Charleston since 2008. I'm originally from North Carolina. I went to college at Georgia and I did a PhD at the University of Minnesota. Let me tell you a bit about the course at the start. This course is one of my favorite courses to teach, and the reason is that we really hone in on one specific subject within the broader genre of political campaigns, and that is presidential campaigns, and more specifically, presidential campaigns in the modern era. That's 14 elections. So the class will only cover those 14 elections and a theoretical understanding of what happens in those elections. The 14 elections are beginning in 1960 with Kennedy and Nixon, and then concluding in 2012 with Obama and Romney. With that kind of specific focus, we can really learn as much as possible, both about American political history, but also forecasting into the future of political dynamics, communication and marketing dynamics that we might see in the coming years. Let me say a couple words about the syllabus. First, I highly encourage everybody to read the syllabus as closely as you possibly can, paying particular attention to both the course policies and requirements, as well as the assignments. I'm not going to reread it or rehash it for you here in this video, but I will expect you to understand policies about grades and policies about class participation, etc. If you have any questions, feel free to email me about these policies. Second, let me say a few things about the assignments in this course. There's 4 basic assignments in the course. There is a cumulative final, and I know that's a dreaded C word, cumulative, but I promise I'll give you a really thorough assignment review sheet at the end of the semester when that cumulative final is coming. We also have a final paper that's due at the end of the class, and that's 10 to 12 pages. I encourage everyone over the course of the semester to think about what topic you might like, what readings interest you, what election interests you, what political concept or marketing public relations concept that we'll talk about in relationship to these campaigns really interested you, so that you don't come into the final paper not knowing what you want to write about, and so that you can get a jump on it, since it's a pretty large assignment. In general, you have total freedom to make any argument you would like to in this course in terms of both your class participation as well as your papers, as long as you have the evidence to back it up and you can present your case in an organized and clear and coherent fashion. The second paper is an election assessment. This is where you pick a book that documents a historical election, whether it's 2004 Bush and Kerry, or whether it's one of the Teddy Roosevelt elections in the early 1900s. It doesn't matter. I've got an election assessment book list, and these are books that I've approved and read and think are good enough to sustain this assignment, and that's on the Oaks page. So pick one of those books, order it as quickly as you can in the next week or two is probably the best idea, because that'll form the crux of how you evaluate the communication dynamics in that particular historical election. Since the class only covers elections since 1960, this may be an opportunity for those of you who are more interested in more ancient history to take a look at 1940, or to take a look at one of Thomas Jefferson's elections. You also have a leadership assignment in the course. This is a short 3-page paper, as well as an added presence, 4 different posts from you on the discussion board that week. And finally, you have your weekly participation assignments. And so what I'll do is every Monday or so, I'll post a question or a query or some debate topic or some broad thought. And I'll ask everybody to answer that thought or provide some of your own perspective on whatever the question or debate topic that I've just provided is. And then I'll also ask you by the end of the week to engage with one of your classmates' thoughts about that debate topic. Hopefully this way we can substitute what is usually some pretty vivid, even combative in-class discussion, and put it on a message board, put it on a discussion board, so that we can develop a kind of class culture around these particular 14 elections. In general, I really love teaching this course, and I hope you enjoy taking it as well. If there's anything I can do to make the content more accessible, please feel free to let me know. And at any point, feel free to email me with any questions you have. And you can also join me on Google Hangout on Wednesdays from noon to 2 for office hours. In general, everybody, good luck, and I look forward to working with you.